What's up everyone? I'm Clayton with Time to Play TV, and we're here today doing a cooking video. This is of a sandwich, and it's one of my favorite sandwiches. You can get in just about any deli out there in the country. They all make it a little different, they all taste a little different, but all the basic ingredients. We're making the Reuben. And it's all about how you cook it, how you layer it, what you do step by step. So we're going to make the sauce from scratch, then we're going to cook it, plate it up, let you see what it looks like, give it a taste. And if you try this, please make sure you say in the comments, let me know what you think. If you have something you'd like me to try cooking, send me at my email, I'll give it a try. But for now, let's make this Reuben, because I'm hungry, I haven't eaten today, and I'm ready to go. Let's cook.
Okay, so now we're going to get ready to make the sauce for the Reuben. You're going to start with kosher salt, fresh ground black pepper, paprika, horseradish sauce, Worcestershire sauce, and some mayonnaise. You're also going to want a bowl to mix it in, and that's it.
Okay, to make the sauce, you're going to want a half a cup of mayo. Get it all in there. Make sure you don't leave any in it. Next, you'll need 1 tablespoon of paprika. Next, you'll need 2 tablespoons of, I can never pronounce this right, this stuff. 2 tablespoons. After that, you'll need 2 tablespoons of your horseradish. There's 1. There's 2. Next, you'll need 3 tablespoons of ketchup. I'm not really extremely important on getting this measurement perfect. Since a lot of it sticks to the cup or the spoon, we're going to do 4 just to make sure. As you can see, a lot of it sticks to that. That's why we did 4. After that, you're going to add your kosher salt. You can start with a little bit because you can always add to it later. Black pepper, freshly grounded. Okay, let's mix it up. And there we have our sauce for the Reuben. As long as you have clean hands, you can taste it, see if the salt level is what you want. That's perfect. We're going to leave it just like that. That's really flavorful. It's really strong. It's got a little bit of every flavor in there. So this will go on our Reuben sandwich. Alright guys, we are out here on this beautiful but very hot Florida day. We're going to be cooking on our Blue Rhino flat top grill. We have all of our ingredients ready to go. We got the corned beef, Swiss cheese, we got rye bread, deli rye bread, we got the sauce we made inside, and we got the sauerkraut. The meat is cut extremely thin. I had them cut it pretty much as thin as they'd go. The cheese is also cut very thin, and I'll explain why a little bit later. The bread is buttered on one side, not the other, and I'll explain that while we're cooking it. So let's get started making this awesome sandwich. Okay guys, first thing we're going to do is start putting the sauerkraut on. You see I put it in a bowl. It's a lot of liquid that comes in these bags, and I don't like using all that liquid, so I put it in a bowl and use a fork. The grill is still heating up. It's not up to heat yet, and that's fine. I want this stuff to cook kind of slow. We'll make sure we have enough for 2 sandwiches. That's more than enough for 2 sandwiches, and if we want to add a little juice to it later when it gets a little hotter, we can just pour some on there. We're just going to let that cook for a minute. We got our heats on medium. As soon as that starts popping and making some noise, we'll throw the meat on. Man, it is a hot Florida day right now. The reason I butter the bread and I cook just one side, the side that's buttered, because I'll go to the deli a lot and I'll get the Reuben, and because of all the juices from the sauerkraut and the sauce, the bottom bun is always so soggy, and it makes me so mad. You know, these Reubens at some of these delis cost $8, $9, $10, and you pick it up and the bottom bread is just mush. That's why I toast just one side, to kind of give the bread that hard little layer to keep the juices inside the sandwich. That's why you toast one side. We're going to turn this heat on low now. This is pretty much done cooking. We don't want it to get too dry, so we got that on low now. We'll add just a little more liquid to it to keep it nice and moist. Check our bread out. Bread's starting to toast pretty good. We're almost there with the bread. Now when I eat a Reuben, they're usually pretty thick on meat. And I don't like it when you bite into it and you get this big chunk of dry meat inside of the Reuben. So what I do, when the meat's almost done, we're going to drizzle this sauce across the meat and cook it for another minute with the sauce in it. Bread's looking... Alright, so the bread we're going to call good and toasted on one side. So we're going to take the bread off. We're going to put the toasted side facing up. Alright, this meat looks like it's got almost done. So what we're going to do is add a bunch of sauce to it. And this is something a lot of the delis don't do. They just pour the sauce on top, but then sometimes when you bite into it, you get a big chunk of just nothing but meat taste. And this really helps the flavors get everywhere. Now we're going to divide it into two sandwiches. Once we feel it's divided into two good sandwiches, and square it up for the bread. Put our relish on it. Now you want to say this is extremely thin cut cheese. And the reason I do that is so you can kind of put it everywhere. About 3 slices on top. Now while that's cooking, now we're going to take our toasted bread and separate it. Bottoms and tops. On the bottom, we're going to put slices of cheese across the bottom. And that helps all that liquid stay in the sandwich. It's another reason for making them so thin. You don't want too big of a piece of cheese on the bottom. And in the top pieces, we're actually going to take some of this sauce and put it across the top. There we go, just like that. The bottom has some cheese on it to stop the juices from making the bread all soggy. The top has some sauce on it. Now let's plate this up. Alright, we're going to take each sandwich, get it all in one scoop, get it right on there. Oh, that looks good. All on there everywhere. Get the extra meat. There you have 2 extremely delicious sandwiches. Let's go inside and check these out. There you have it, everyone. A finished Reuben. It looks delicious, looks juicy. You got crispy pieces of the meat everywhere. You got sauce drizzling in the meat all over. You got a side of sauce right there ready to go. Let's give this a taste and I'll let you know what I think. Okay guys, we're going to give this a taste, see what we think. I'm going to give it a nice cut right down the center. We got the extra sauce we made on the side. Oh, look at that. Look at this thing. It looks really good. Let's give it a try. Now, I'm going to be honest. I've been looking forward to this video. I've wanted to have this for a while, and I've been trying to make excuses to do it, and this is the perfect excuse. So let's give it a try. That's really good. The crispiness, the meat. Let's talk about this for a second. Alright, we just had a bite, and it was really good. I don't know if you can see this meat when I cooked it. We got crispiness on all the edges. Most delis don't do that, and it is so good. And you see how the meat is kind of like shining? It's like glossy almost. That's because we mixed the sauce in it while it was cooking. So you don't got this big chunk of meat with really no good flavoring. That meat, it is shining. I mean, it just has the sauce cooked in with it. It is so good. It's got crispy spots all over. You can see the bottom bread is not moist at all. It's still just like regular bread. And that's because we toasted one side and we put that layer of cheese on the bottom. I'm going to finish this, dip it in the sauce. I'm going to have fun. So until next time, the next cooking video, remember, there's always time to play. There's always time to cook. There's always time to do a little bit of everything. So make sure you stay safe, cook some good food. If you try this, please let me know in the comments what you think. If you have other ideas, please let me know. Send me an email and I will give it a try. I will see you guys on the next adventure. Better than any deli ever. Make this at home. It's really easy. You can get it done real quick. It's better than any deli. Oh, don't forget, if you're new to the channel, check out my other cooking videos. Consider subscribing. Hit that little bell so you get notifications. We do a little bit of everything. We're going to be doing some gun shooting reviews. We do paranormal videos. We go into broke down locations. We do family fun. So consider subscribing to the channel, being a part of Time to Play TV. I hope you do. And until then, there's always time to play.